INFJs would not
I
get
mean,
less from the relationship. I beg.
INFJs would get less.
I beg to
No,
differ.
listen, no matter who ENTP's in a relationship with, ENTP's getting the worst end of the bargain, guaranteed every single time. Because we're really easy, we're really easy to keep happy, and we're accommodating, we're flexible, we try, we're married by nature, we want to be everything to go well. We're one of the easiest types to be with. I obviously in every relationship, ENTP takes less than they give
And
necessarily because
INFJs value TI, and they're intuitives, and they will get a lot from just talking, figuring shit out for them, basically. Well, you gotta have a basis for saying that.
well, like I mean, when I see ESFJ and ISTP, I think, oh, of course, that makes perfect sense. Not INTP for ESFJ, ISTP, because they're both simple in that regard. Like ESFJ's problem with me was I was too intellectual and too fancy and too not into family barbecues and shit. ISTP doesn't have that problem. INTP does have that problem. So obviously ESFJ is a better duel with ISTP than INTP. And remember, I didn't I didn't try to match them up or anything. I just lined them up as they naturally occur with the M's and P's, and this is how they turned out. And they're awfully right, you know.
Yeah, they
So
are.
ESFP and ISTJ makes a lot more sense than having an N in there. ESFP is pretty straightforward, likes to do shit, likes to party. ISTJ, as I know, Cameron is a caregiver who puts up with a certain amount of fucking craziness. I think Socionics has them with ENFJ, but I mean ENFP, ESFP makes more sense, or at least as much sense. ESTJ and ISFP, yeah, makes perfect sense because, like, look how Taylor deals with Katie. He's very directive, and that's him pulling out his ESTJ nature to deal with flighty ISFP, who basically needs to be bossed around a certain amount. And then INFP with ENTJ, not ESTJ. INFP and ESTJ do not get along at all. I know an INFP ESTJ couple, and it's a fucking nightmare. They're supposed to be duels, but they're not anything close to duels. She hates him, and he's awful. And so, okay, ENTJ makes a lot more sense because ENTJ can at least appreciate the intuitive flights of fancy of INFP, whereas ESTJ is going to reject them all as fucking pointless and stupid. And then lastly,
This seems perfect.
yeah,
INFPs are most likely parents, and then ENTJs most likely some financial situation.
right, and they're most likely to be stay at home, like trophy wife, like hot chick things, you know, like okay, you're really fussy, you're high maintenance, but you're fucking smoking hot, and I'm an ENTJ, and I'm getting you. I don't care if you're expensive. And you're going to give me all the FI I want, because I'm FI seeking. Anyway, yeah, that's my new and improved duels, based not on me putting them together like that, but them naturally occurring when I lined up the physicals and metaphysicals, and it's like, aha, see the missing piece all over the place, and everything starts to make a lot more sense.
Did you make this up yourself, Eric?
Yeah,
I like it.
thanks. I mean, it's just an adjustment on the existing models. It's first Jung was like it's something like this. Then MBTI is like it's more like this, and then Socionics is like, well, it's really more like this. And this is like, oh, here's where you guys were wrong, because this solves it all. You guys are right, but you're missing the key dichotomy is between this metaphysical to physical or physical to metaphysical thing, where that each function is fundamentally, definitionally, what it is a manner of converting meaning into physicality or vice versa via attention or observation. That's how we manifest our existence.
No, I mean I think this is
ESTP.
So anyway, I gotta finish writing this book or something.
What was it? ESTP and what?
ESTP goes with ISFJ,
Oh, okay.
and see, then they're they both have physical first, right? But they're complementary ones. So ISFJ keeps track of what's been decided. ESTP does the thing that's been decided, and then ESTP doesn't have to worry about running afoul of ISFJ's NI because ISFJ has 8-slot NI that's kind of like swirly. So, I mean, ESTP takes advantage of SI's physical epistemology, which is more comfortable to its physical action format naturally, just like ENTP takes advantage of introverted intuition in the INFJ and vice versa because they complete each other.
Don't you think that with an INFJ and an ENTP, I mean, they're both, each one has the other's ignoring function. So it's like this person wants to make decisions initially on NI, and this is like, well, wait, you're not considering this. It's like, no, this is where I'm going with this. Oh, wait. And it's like you're basically, I think
work like that.
you want it.
It doesn't work like that. It doesn't. In fact, the way socionics describes it is that they make each other lazy. Now, the way I would describe it is the one thing I've heard from socionics that I totally agree with is that if you were ever going to get taken in, be gullible to something. Now, granted, I'm not a good example because you can make a good argument that I'm gullible about lots of things. But that the type that's going to fool you for reals and actually fool you in a way that hurts in some regard is your ignoring function type. So it's going to be an INTJ or an INFJ who I trust most implicitly naturally. Now, the thing is, that's one of the challenges that makes ISFJ less challenging than INFJ is I actually find it difficult to trust INFJs, or I find it more difficult to trust INFJs because I don't feel like I'm steps ahead of them necessarily. I don't even know what path they're on exactly, but I don't feel like I'm necessarily ahead of them. And so that throws me for a bit of a loop because I'm used to successfully having everybody's shit splayed out in front of me looking at it, you know?
Yeah.
To the extent that I need to only, but you know what I mean.
Yeah.
I mean, that's of course part of the appeal as well. It's easy to imagine getting bored with somebody that I understand completely.
You're basically saying the best relationship is the mirage.
It depends if you're a perceiving Dom or a judging Dom. If you're perceiving Dom, then mirage is best. If you're a judging Dom, then semi-dual is best. According to sociology.
That's so loud.
And appealing.
Oh, yeah.
I got to allergies.
Oh.
The wet sound is really like, yeah.
He's got all that moisture building up in his nose.
No moisture.
Right, he has no moisture in his heart. It's all gone into his nose. How much moisture do you have in your heart?
A lot of moisture. It's damp down there.
Sometimes I wonder, Kato. Sometimes I wonder.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure I'm an ENTP. For sure. after much contemplating.
40 full contemplations later.
I researched the ESTP and ESFP extensively.
I wonder what it would be like to date an ENFP guy. Find me an ENFP guy. Try it out.
You'd be like dating How. You could go date How.
I was gonna say, well, because he's that personality, I was like, well, he might be a cool person. Maybe he'd be fun to hang out with.
After all, he's an ENFP. Is that what you thought?
Yeah, same Nep. At first, I was like, this motherfucker, like coming in here like he knows some shit. Like he don't know some shit, but now he's like, oh, he knows some shit. He's cool. I like him.
A stenographer?
I like how Hal talks. Hal talks like my little brother, the exact same. Very soft spoken. But like, I don't know.
I haven't noticed that.
But I like Neff is kind of like introverted too. I think like ENFP has that too. Very observant. Like, you got to get them stimulated to like really see that they're like super extroverted. But when they're just talking, they're just chill as shit.
Dude, my sister, when she like is not in like responsibility mode, she gets wild. It's hilarious. She does some funny shit. She's ENFP. But I do know, well, I think I can only think of one ENFP who's like, it's way too much. It's way too much. She's unhealthy though, so.
How much hyperness can you put up with in your life?
It wasn't the hyperness. It was the fucking manic, crazy emotion stuff. It was like, I need a break from this. Like she would want to call me like every single day and talk about like feelings and her anxieties and just like so much. I'm like, oh Lord, I can't deal with this every day.
I'm afraid that when I go to the pantry and open it, it's going to be completely empty. I know there's rice in there. I know there's crackers. That kind of fear.
It's just like, like I've lived with my parents my whole life and I'm so scared to move away from them because like I'm afraid of my dad's gonna die. Like I have this anxiety that he's gonna die and he's gonna be gone and then I'm not gonna have him anymore, and like I just want to love my dad and be there for him, be there for my parents, like all this stuff. But I'm 25 years old, I've never left my house, but I want to leave, but I don't want to leave, blah 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 blah, like all the time. I was like, dude, get
Stop
shit,
your unpurposeful drivel.
get the fuck out. Well, I told her, I was like, you just need to push yourself, just go. You just need to go. And then she
Say,
went.
girl,
Now she's flapping her little baby bird wings, just making it.
wrap your bird wings out of here, sweetheart. That's what you told her.
Yeah.
Oh no, I ain't having it, said Janelle. But Janelle, I thought we were friends. You thought wrong, bitch.
Oh, my sister, she's 26. Yeah, 26. Yeah. Oh no, that was my that was a friend, Indiana